The current success ratio of lateral partner hiring is only 50%. That means that if you hire 10 partners, only 5 are going to work out. And the other 5 are going to drain your resources and end up talking negatively about your firm from this point forward when any other headhunter calls. And recruiters love to gossip about lousy firms. Your odds really do need to be better than a coin flip. And here's some ideas on how to help you get better odds. Tip number 1, start with the final outcome. And that is this, that your firm's existing partners will be introduced to new opportunities with new client relationships from your new lateral partner hires. And what that does is that it gives this new partner a feeling of significance and synergy when this new partner sees that his own presence is improving the business of his or her new colleagues. It also means this new partner is less likely to have a sense of buyer's remorse. I have this one protocol that I follow. I call every partner that's been with the firm in New York or Washington when they've hit about the 1 year to 18-month anniversary mark. And everybody gets a call, regardless of practice group. And I ask them this question: was it everything that you thought it would be? And if it's not, guess what? I now know that there are partners out there that had recently joined a firm that are willing to take another risk to go to another firm because it didn't work out. The emotion of significance and synergy, the feeling just wasn't there. And this also begins the next phase, which is allowing this partner to serve existing law firm client needs. So that is step number 1, to define that final outcome. Tip number 2, create an integration checklist. Make this a shared action plan that those quarterbacking the project of integration have a sense of ownership in completing. It cannot be this new partner's personal responsibility to integrate themselves, but it has to be someone whose job it is to make sure this partner is fully integrated. So use a simple checklist. Number 3, have 2 people who will work with this new partner. You've got the sponsor. That's a partner in the firm. It could be a friend of the partner. It could be the practice group leader. It could be the office managing partner. It could be the firm's hiring partner. That needs to be a peer level relationship with a sponsor. And there also needs to be the quarterback. This can be someone similar to that, but more often than not, it's a staff level person, someone like an internal recruiter that has political capital with the partnership. Tip number 4, create a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day integration plan. What practices do you wish to integrate this new partner into, and at what point? Which have the highest likelihood of generating more work sooner? We need to give both the partner and the firm a feeling of success early on, within weeks. Number 5, create a visual process flowchart. This is what I mean by this. See, years ago, after I finished my sea duty tour when I was on active duty in the Navy, I was in the right place at the right time and got to be a Deming management consultant at the age of 24. The Navy had an initiative of quality improvement called Total Quality Leadership, which was a derivative of W. Edwards Deming's approach of total quality management. He was one of the pioneers in the quality movement. And one of his principles that I taught thousands of officers and senior enlisted and civil service workers was that there's no such thing as a people problem. It's always a process problem. And if it's a process problem, how do you improve the process? And step number 1 is to flow it out. Let me give you a couple of ideas. This is a pretty simple tool. You can use Microsoft Word. If you want a copy of my tool that you can actually take and modify, email me, scott@attorneysearchgroup.com, and I'll send it to you. No charge, no strings attached. But you can take that as a template, and you can see what my examples have been that I've advised other law firms on how to improve their process. And when you flow it out, you can see exactly who's responsible for what, and where does the flow have to go. And there's just a few different components of this flow chart. You have circles, squares, arrows, and diamonds. The circles are the beginning and the end of the process. New partner starts. That's the beginning. And what's the end of the process? The partner has successfully been integrated because existing matters are being shared internally, both on the buy side and the sell side. They're an importer and they're an exporter of work. That could be your end circle process. The other one are squares. These are the action steps that go through, such as an introduction or a meeting or a new client conversation. Those are action steps that go forward in this process. The arrows indicate the direction of the action, and the diamonds are at a decision. Is it a yes, no, or is it talk to so-and-so or talk to so-and-so. So when you come to a decision, then you can make it a diamond shape and have multiple arrows follow off of that. And like I said, if you want to get a copy of mine, you can take it and move things around to make it a lot easier for you. I hope these ideas give you some clarity to your action plan of integration so that you can get better odds than a coin flip.